So you're gearing up for the UGC NET exam and you already know those logical reasoning questions can be a total nightmare, right? But what if I told you there's a simple visual hack to crack them every single time? Well, in this explainer, we're diving right into this amazing Venn diagram technique from Ankit Sharma's Paper 1 Unlocked Volume 5. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Come on, let's be real because we've all been there. You see a syllogism question, which by the way is just a fancy term for a logic puzzle, and your brain kind of just stops because they feel like they're designed to trick you. But what if there was a simple method, a visual one, that could solve these things in seconds every single time? Well, there is. Okay, let's get into it. And listen, forget all that complicated theory stuff you might have heard, because for what we need, a Venn diagram isn't some high-level theory. It's a tool, your secret weapon that visually cuts through the confusing words and just shows you the answer. Seriously, this is about to become your best friend for this part of the exam. So what exactly is it? It's really just drawing circles to represent different groups of things. Where the circles overlap, that's what those groups share. And where they don't, well, they don't. It's a simple picture that just slices right through all the confusing language on the exam and lays out the pure, simple logic for you. And here's the absolute best part. Every single one of those tricky syllogism questions is built from just 4 basic types of statements. That's it, just 4. So if you can get the hang of drawing these 4, you can solve any question they decide to throw at you. Let's break them down one by one. First up, we've got type A, the all statement, all S are P. And a perfect example is all cats are animals. Now to draw this, you just put the S circle, which is cats in this case, completely inside the P circle, annons, just like one box is inside a bigger box. Simple as that. Next is type E, the no statement, no S are P. For instance, no cats are dogs. And this one's even easier to picture because, believe it or not, the 2 circles S and P are just drawn completely separate with 0 overlap. They're in totally different worlds, not touching at all. Then we have type I, the some statement, some S are P, like some animals are mammals. Now the key word here is some, which in logic just means at least one. So it tells you there has to be an overlap. Meaning, for this you draw 2 circles that intersect where that little area in the middle is what they have in common. And finally, there's type O, some S that are not P. For example, some animals are not mammals. You know, we don't usually draw this one when we're setting up the problem, but it pops up all the time in the conclusions. You have to check, simply talking about the part of the S circle that is outside of the P circle. Okay, enough with the theory. Now for the really fun part, where we take this visual hack and apply it to some actual questions that have shown up on the UGC NET exam. So you're about to see just how fast this works. Let's look at statement 1. Some exams are too long and some exams are too difficult, concluding that some are both long and difficult. Is that valid? Then look at statement 2. Some dogs chase cats and all dogs have fleas. With the conclusion, some cat-chasing dogs have fleas. Let's draw it and see. And boom, this is why the hack is so powerful. Look at statement 1. We draw a circle for exams that overlaps with long, and then we draw the exam circle also overlapping with difficult. But wait, do the long and difficult circles have to overlap with each other? Nope. The long exams could be a totally different group from the difficult ones, so the conclusion isn't guaranteed, making it invalid. Now look at statement 2. We know all dogs have fleas, so the dog circle is completely inside the flea circle. And we also know some of those dogs chase cats. Well, since those cat-chasing dogs are still dogs, they have to be inside that flea circle too, so that conclusion is absolutely 100% valid. See? Okay, let's try another one that looks a little more complex because it has 3 things going on. All flowers are toys. Some toys are trees and some butterflies are trees. It might look like a headache, but don't worry because the drawing is going to make this crystal clear. So the trick is to just draw what you know for sure. All flowers are toys means the flower circle goes inside the toy circle. Right away, that proves conclusion C. If every single flower is a toy, then it has to be true that some of those toys are flowers. It's a given. Next, some butterflies are trees is just an overlap, and that immediately proves conclusion. E. Some trees are butterflies because it's the exact same relationship just flipped. However, the drawing also shows us there's no guaranteed connection between butterflies and flowers, so we can't conclude anything about them. All right, let's do another one. And this time we've got a strong no statement in the mix with the premises all diaries are copies and no copy is a book. So what can we figure out from that? Let's get drawing. And this right here shows you the incredible power of a no statement. So we draw the diary circle totally inside the copy circle, and then we draw the book circle completely separate from the copy circle. Now just look at the picture. It's so obvious. Since diaries is stuck inside copies and copies can't touch books, there's no way diaries can ever touch books either. So both of those conclusions, C and D, are visually undeniably true. Here's a classic chain of logic you'll see a lot. All cats are dogs and all dogs are cows. This is one of the most satisfying ones to draw. With a Venn diagram, you'll see why. Because when you draw this out, you get this really cool Russian doll effect. You've got the cat circle inside the dog circle, and that whole dog circle is inside the cow circle. I mean, looking at that picture, you can't possibly deny that all cats are cows. And of course, if all cats are cows, it has to follow that some cows are cats. So both conclusions are totally solid. Okay, let's do one last practice question where we're going to combine an all statement with a not statement. All fans are tubes and bulbs are not tubes. So what can we figure out from this? And once again, the drawing just makes it foolproof. First, we put the fan circle inside the tube circle, done. Then the problem says bulbs are not tubes. So we draw the bulb circle way over here, totally separate from the tube circle. Now just look at it. Since fans are inside tubes and tubes can't touch bulbs, it's impossible for fans to be bulbs. So fans are not bulbs is valid. And no tube is a bulb is pretty much what the premise already told us. So both are valid. See how easy that was? So there you have it. You've seen the theory and you've seen how it completely demolishes real exam questions. So now let's just boil this whole strategy down into a super simple plan that you can take with you right into the exam hall. This is it, your two-step hack, and it's really this simple. Step 1, draw the premises. Just read the statements and draw the circles exactly how they say, whether inside, overlapping, or totally separate. Step 2, test the conclusions. Look at your drawing and just ask, does this have to be true based on my picture? Because if the answer is yes, it's valid. But if it's only a maybe or a no, then it's invalid. That's the whole game. Getting this one technique down is going to give you a massive boost in your logical reasoning score. But what if you could get the same level of clarity, the same kind of winning strategy for the entire Paper 1 syllabus? Well, that's exactly what Nerd School's complete UGC NET Paper 1 course is all about. We take every single one of those 10 units and we break them down just like we did today, giving you expert-led video lectures, the entire syllabus made simple, a ton of mock tests to build your confidence, and proven strategies just like this one to really boost your score. You know, Mark Twain said, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. And you've already taken an awesome first step just by mastering this technique today. So if you're ready to take the next one, you can start your journey to mastering the entire exam with us at Nerd School.